Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In previous video about SharePoint Copilot Apps, we learned how we can create the first Copilot app, and then in the second video we have also seen how we can understand multiple components which are available and tools within the same solution and how everything works together. Continuing this series, in this video we are going to see a very important concept which everybody should know who is going to do development on SharePoint Copilot app is display modes. Think about it, right? Because when the user is interacting with uh, the within Microsoft 365 Copilot, they are interacting inside a chat experience. Now when they are interacting inside a chat experience, it means whenever our component Copilot apps would be called, by default the component is going to be loaded into a small screen within the chat experience because it doesn't have that much space available. So we would have only limited space available for us to render our component or our user interface, right? And by default the Copilot app always gets rendered into the compact card within the conversation. But now as we are going to wanted to bring in this full app experience within the chat experience, right? What do we need to do is there should be a way for us to also allow user to see the app in the full screen mode or the user interface in the full screen mode. And that is where the SharePoint SPFx does allows us to use something called as display mode property, through which we would be able to control and through which we would be able to know right now if the app or our component is in compact mode versus full mode. And depending on that, what we can do is we can basically change the user experience so that whenever there is a screen space which is limited available, but if user is more interested and if we use the expand features available, then we can show them full focused experience, a full immersive experience, and in the compact one we show them the focused experience, right? So that is what basically we are going to see and understand, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate it with one practical example, which is basically rendering one UI in the compact mode and different UI in the expanded mode. And then we will also understand within the code structure how these components would be loaded and what methods would be called. So with that, let's get started. What I have is I has just created a hello world Copilot component, and then change it to basically create two different kind of view. One is called compact view and one is called expanded view, and displaying different kind of user interface. So let's first go to how it is looking like, right? So I have it running on my local workbench, and I go to Copilot workbench and I can see this default view which is coming, which is basically kind of the compact view. And I purposefully have removed the button which was to expand it to full screen, which comes with the scaffolded project. The reason being, what we wanted to do is we wanted to use the user experience which user is going to get. So for example, when we go here and this is a different component which is being loaded, but ideally this is the user experience, the user compact card the user is going to get, and we don't want user to have our own custom button, right? User can basically always click here and click on expand, and then they can see the full experience and everything. So for that, what we will do is, yeah, so for that, in here you see the same user interface getting loaded, just with a size and everything, but in here we are changing it. So when we are in the expand mode, when we are in the collapse mode, we click on expand and you can see that now the user interface has changed, and this is what we are basically doing, right? We are changing the user interface, we are showing some data, we are showing some message and theme and display mode and everything, right? So in a way it is a different experience which user is going to get. When you collapse it, this is the user experience which user is going to get. Now how everything works together, that is what the idea of today's video is, to understand that. So going back to code, let's start with the main component file, which we understood how the main component file is. This is basically the main component file which gets inherited from the base Copilot component, and so that it knows that what all is the required methods and required properties which are available for us to override it, right? So in here, first thing is what we are doing, we are getting all the properties, right? And then it is rendering this main component, right? And this component is the second component. So in here my component name was the second component app, to keep it very simple. And within that second component app we are passing all this property, and if you see here, we are also passing the property as host.context, which we are going to kind of use. Also, by default, it also overrides that on request display mode when basically gets changed. We are passing this as a method so that it knows that it has to call this dot request display mode method, which is an implemented method which is going to request the UI size change from the Copilot host, and then it will return true when it has dispatched successfully, and if there is any error it is going to return as false. So basically this is the method given by the SPFx framework for us to call whenever we want to call it, kind of manually also. And same for the request change, right? So this is kind of scaffolded by default on its own. Now when I go to second Copilot app component, because this is the main component which is getting loaded, right? And if we see here, what do we have is we have all the methods which we needed. So the methods are not been moved into the actual component file, but the way I have changed is that I have one view which is called as expanded view and passing all the same methods, and then I have one view which is called as compact view, which is also passing all the same attributes and methods and everything, right? So why do we need this? Because you might need to use the same message, so the display name, title, URL, host, context and everything in your both the component itself. How do you control whether it's a full screen and what to load? This is where the conditional display comes in picture, right? So within the host context, I was talking about the host context, which is basically the property which we got from the main component. It does have a display mode, which will tell us whether it is a full screen or an inline. So if it is a full screen, then you display the expand view. If it is a compact, then you display the compact view, right? So based on this, you would be able to handle the conditional view to be loaded and everything. Now within the view itself, right? Now ideally the scaffolder project which you would have seen or created, you would have seen that it would have added all these buttons and everything which we are seeing here, right, on the main component file. So I moved all the user interface logic from the main React component file, which is second component app, and moved it to here inside, so that it basically kind of returns that particular component. Here we are not doing anything special in a way. It's just basically loading the different view all together. And then when it comes to expand view, this is the new view which I have created, right? And you can see some inline CSS and everything. As this is a hello world program, it's okay to basically kind of display it. And in this case we are displaying a different kind of user interface. So now when we click on expand, yes, we are showing welcome username, which is coming from here as a title, but then the site information, title and theme, which we do not have here, right? Which we do have it here, but we do not have the actual site URL being displayed and everything. So just changing it and displaying the site title along with the site URL in the card header, and then the body message, context and everything. So idea is to basically show a different user interface. Okay, now one more thing I purposefully had kept here so that we understand what we can do, right? So if you see here, when you are into, let's go to the expanded view, right? And when you are here, what it does is it's basically kind of displays the mode as a full screen mode. Okay, and from where we are getting it, from here we are getting it, right? But it also has the badges which we are displaying. Yeah, so this kind of thing will not work on the local workbench, because the local workbench we will not get the actual values being passed, and hence this particular piece of information. But this is just to show you that whenever you wanted to show a badge of the mode and compare it with display, you can basically kind of get the values, and you can control and show different types of labels and everything also. By default, in here, if you see the scaffolded project, the way they have kind of explained the compact view versus expanded view is based on the height, right? And if you see here, though this would have been changed now because we are not using this height in this one, but if it is expanded, it is sending the height and width within, compact height and width, and then if it is collapsed, then it is basically sending the different one. So it's a kind of vice versa. So through which you would be able to kind of, understand that how you can toggle between the expand and the collapse view, and send the pixel size so that you can request the resize from the host. So this is kind of independent from the display mode because it is about displaying a request sign change async method from our custom thing to this one. So I don't know how much useful it would be when we are going to do it, but it is good to know that this kind of capability is available where we can actually handle our own resize, right? Where we can handle our own resize method and do it rather than being dependent on the Copilot host controls, attribute in here itself. Okay, so yeah, so this is how how you can basically kind of control and create an expanded and collapse view. I see a good practical use case here because if we are going to, as I said in the beginning of the video, if you are going to bring in the app experience into the chat interface, then definitely we cannot just rely on simple small views within the chat experience, because that is going to make the user experience little bit different. Like for example, this is the agent which I was talking about, right? So if you have just this kind of compact view, you will not be able to create a fully immersive experience. The idea is that within the compact view you display some kind of summary, some kind of way which will make user interested in clicking through, and when you expand it you would get a full immersive experience and everything. So yeah, so that's about today's video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to create another couple of videos on the SharePoint Copilot app so that we understand better. And because this is a new feature, the documentation is also new. It becomes a little bit a little bit difficult for us to understand how everything works together, and that is where I'm creating this video series. Thank you and see you soon.